Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 50 and up who love their tech. I decided that I wanted to do a proper versus video, and this will be the first on YouTube between these two phones. The Galaxy Fold 5 versus the Galaxy S10 Plus with a custom ROM on here that allows me to have One UI 6.1.1. And this also has 6.1.1. Actually, let me double check. I'm glad that I did double check. This actually has 6.1 and this is 6.1.1. So this has maybe a couple, 2 or 3 extra features that this doesn't have. But who cares? It's running 6.1. This is a 5-year-old phone because of the custom ROM. But I digress. I wanted to do a versus video to let you know my decision on which one that I'm going to actually carry and use as my daily driver. So I just have a couple of categories. Again, I'm not going to go over the specs. I've done that in previous videos for each phone. So I'm just going to go over a couple of categories that I am judging these two on as far as the purpose of how I use both phones. 1 is portability. 2, features. 3, cameras, quote-unquote cameras. 4, innovation. 5, cost. And the last one, longevity. So I just want to go over each of those things for each phone and which one I chose to win the category and which one I am choosing at the end of the video for my daily driver. Okay, as far as portability, both phones fit in your pocket, but because this is a phone / tablet in your pocket, portability goes to the Fold 5. Now, the reason why I say that is because if I wanted to have a bigger canvas for my S10 Plus, I would need to use my tablet with it. So this is my Tab S6 tablet. Fantastic tablet, love this tablet. And so I have to use this along with this to get a bigger real estate or screen to do my tasks. But with this is a phone and a tablet at the same time, so that category goes to the Fold 5. Now, as far as features, yes, this is again running 6.1.1 and this is running 6.1 on UI. This will have more features than this one. And like I said, because this is a 5-year phone, not every feature in One UI 6.1 is actually going to work on this device because it's not meant for this device, but a lot of them do work. So as far as features, you would think that the Fold 5 would be the clear winner in this category, but I digress. Check this out. The S10 Plus, the main reason why I like this phone is for 2 features that this phone will never have. And that is 1, the headphone jack. You can't sleep on that. Fantastic feature. And the second thing, hands down the best thing on this phone, the micro SD card slot on the SIM tray. Because it has a micro SD card slot, you're able to expand the storage. Check it out. So there's my internal storage of 1 terabyte. Just like this one. This has 1 terabyte of internal storage, but I have an extra 1.5 terabyte of storage on a micro SD card. So this gives me 2.5 terabytes of delicious storage. And the SD card by itself just has retro games on it, and I mean a ton of retro games. So as far as features, I give this category to the S10 Plus. Next category, cameras. Now you will automatically say the newer the phone, the newer the cameras. Yeah, that's true. This may have a 50 megapixel camera, but do megapixels really matter? Truthfully, in my opinion, especially when it comes to people just posting videos using TikTok or whatnot, megapixels don't matter. People are not saying to themselves, oh my goodness, I need to get a newer phone because it has more megapixels and my video is going to show a lot clearer. Most people, just people in general, do not care. As long as your phone can take a decent picture, as long as your phone can take decent video, and we're talking flagships, mid-range, low-end, cheap, doesn't matter. If it can make a video and take pictures, it's a good phone. End of story. So this may have more megapixels, and this may have a much clearer screen and processes your colors a lot better. So these look a lot more, the colors on here on the screen look a lot more saturated, but they look great. I don't care about saturation. They just look great. This looks a little bit more dull, but still, they both are true to life pictures when you're looking at the screen. But both cameras, when you take a picture, click, click, take them pretty fast. So it doesn't really, for me, matter about the processor or anything like that. As long as it takes a decent picture, I'm happy with it. So as far as the cameras, because they both take pretty good pictures and pretty good video, you press record button, they're both going to take really good video. So I give the camera to both phones. So they're both going to make you pretty happy when it comes to taking a picture and taking video. Seriously, don't try to get into this has more megapixels and the processing speed is faster. Now, when it comes to rendering your video or uploading it to social media, of course, hands down, this is going to render it faster. It's going to happen faster, but it's still going to happen on here too. Just got to be a little bit more patient, but it's going to actually happen, so it's all good. So while it's rendering, you can still do some other tasks. So you can play a game or just put it in your pocket. Well, who cares? It's still going to render a video to your social media. Who cares if it's faster? They both still do the same thing. So I give cameras to both. This next category is kind of not fair. It's one-sided cost. It's obvious. This wins. Older phone, I got this for $155 on eBay with 1 terabyte of storage. This I got on eBay, used, 1 terabyte of storage, $579. Yeah, like I said, because it's a flip-out phone, wonderful and everything, this still is a better deal because it's a lot cheaper and it still does a lot of great things that this phone does because of the custom ROM. So cost goes to, of course, the S10 Plus. Next category, innovation. Because this is a flip-out phone, I mean, it's a folding phone. Innovation goes to the Fold 5. This can't flip out. And if I wanted more real estate, like I said, I have to use my tablet. So innovation obviously goes to the Fold 5. So, of course, the more money you want to spend on the phone, the more cooler it is as far as innovation. And my last category, longevity. Now, yes, granted, when buying a brand new phone from Samsung, you get 7 years of updates for your phone. So, just from the surface, the Fold 5 would win. But after those 7 years, because actually this is a 2-year-old phone, so now you got 5 years of updates. So after those 5 years are up, guess what? You're out of luck when it comes to updates. Now, when it comes to the S10, you've been out of luck. This is a, 6-year-old phone. So this is not updating anymore. But because this is the international version of the S10, you can install custom ROMs on this bad boy. And so with the custom ROMs, this right here is being updated to the latest and greatest. And so when the One UI 7 update comes out, this is going to come out for this phone first. But if you have some savvy people that will continue to use this phone and make custom ROMs for it, this will eventually have One UI 7. So I'm happy already with 6.1 on here. So I'm not going to be upset because it doesn't have One UI 7. This still, because it's a 6-year-old phone, not supposed to have 6.1. So I'm still using newer features of today on an older phone. So I am not upset at all. I'm very happy with the S10 Plus. And like I said, as long as we have people that create custom ROMs, and I donate to those people because they put in a lot of work to make that happen for an older phone. As long as they continue to make custom ROMs, this will have a lot more longevity than the Fold 5 or any newer phone. I mean, if you want to have longevity in a phone, you just have to keep on buying new phones that have the 7 years of updates for that phone, starting on the day that you buy it. So that right there that doesn't make a lot of sense because you're spending a whole lot more money just to have updates when I just got to spend $155 on this. And like I said, depending on the community and the people that makes the custom ROMs, as long as they make them, this will stay updated. updated, gotta put it in quotes. So when it comes to longevity, I have to give it to the S10 Plus, because that's gonna run out. Oh, I forgot to mention when it came to features, this has the S Pen. Now you can get a capacitive stylus to use with this, but it's not as cool as this. I wish this can work with this, because I would glue this bad boy to the side of this, but that's not going to happen. But if I really needed to use the stylus, I can, and I do have a stylus for this. That's pretty compact. It's about this small. It's pretty cool. So that's not a compelling feature to give the Fold 5 the category of, the category of features, because again, I can use a stylus for this if I really wanted to. So when it comes to choosing the phone at the end, after all those categories, of course, for me right now, and this is kind of strange, the S10 wins in this category. Even though this does fold, fit your pocket, it's an instant tablet out of your pocket, I get that. This is still cool too. Now, yeah, I gotta carry this if I wanted to use or have more real estate, but this feature right here that I kind of known about for years, Samsung Flow. Do not sleep on Samsung Flow. With Samsung Flow, I'm able to, you would say, stream or cast, excuse me, that's the wrong, stream was the wrong terminology. Cast my S10 onto here using Samsung Flow. So I already have Samsung Flow open up on both devices. As you can see, let me make that clear. It says connected to text tab S6. So it's already connected. And if I press this button right here, check it out. Oops. Uh-oh. I exited out of it. Give me a second. So when I press that button, it's going to ask me if I want to start casting to my tab S6. And of course I do. So it turns this screen off. And now this is technically my S10 Plus. So all the apps that, oh, look how beautiful that is. So I can use my S10 Plus right on my tab S6 and give me much more real estate. And you can rotate the screen. It is beautiful. And because it's touchscreen, everything works as if this is your phone. This is so cool. And you can transfer. You can transfer files, pictures, videos right from your S10 to your tab S6. And it transfers pretty quickly. I'm really impressed with Samsung Flow. Fantastic, fantastic app that allows you to have two devices of the same brand communicate with each other. That is epic. So yes, this may be a folding phone, but which one is better when it comes to real estate? And you can use any tablet. So if I wanted to get a Tab S9 Ultra, I can do that. 14.5 inch of delicious real estate, I can do that. But that would mean I have to get a bigger bag. And I would rather use my small bag because my Tab S6 fits in that bag perfectly. So this is just wonderful. And when it comes to games, look at my emulators. You can just play your game. And this is even more cool. And I already showed you this in the previous video. Let's say I'm playing a game on my S10 Plus with a controller. And this is one of the best controllers I ever bought. This is the Razer Kishi controller. It uses no batteries. It is direct plug and play. So you plug it in and you are ready to play just like that. So let's say I'm playing a game on here. As you can see, it's already on. Delicious. You're playing a game on here, but you're like, wait, I want to play on a bigger canvas. You can, since it's already connected to the Tab S6. And then you can get some controllers for the Tab S6, such as my Razer Jungle Cat. Yes, as you can hear, Razer made some really cool controllers. Absolutely cool. So with the Razer Jungle Cat and these 3D printed clasps that I got, I can put the clasp right on here. And I got myself a giant screen for my games. This is the hot butter on the popcorn. You can't deny that. So like I said, with this being paired to this, I can just play the games from here because the Bluetooth, because it's connected to the Tab S6, and the applications that you're running on here also connects this to those applications, including Samsung Flow. So I don't need to have or use this for this, and that's what's up. So I can continue on here, play my games, and then when I'm done, turn this off and then play them on the S10 Plus. That is hot. That is delicious. So again, I have to go with the S10 Plus as my daily driver, and I gave this a chance. Like I said, I mainly got this for the processing speed, but it's really not necessary, especially for the functionality of using both phones. They pretty much do the same thing. This may do things a little bit faster in some circumstances, but this right here, because of the cost as well, this right here is a no-brainer. So if you can, get yourself an S10 Plus on eBay. Try to find one that with the 1 terabyte of storage, and it, like I said, it has a micro SD card slot, so you can expand the storage. This right here is a steal. This right here is a sleeper. This right here is a true go. Hands down, no questions asked. You can't argue with me about any other phone that's better than this one. This right here, awesome. So that's the end of my video. Just wanted to let you know, S10 Plus, international version, all the way. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the content, definitely leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.